First episode of our podcast.
What is it? What is our podcast?
Wake up and shut up, LA.
Yeah, there's that one. If we want to isolate our audience. I got hair in my mouth.
What's the topic today?
I don't know, what came to my mind was something that you said to me at the beginning of our friendship, that you appreciated and admired the amount of joy I allowed myself. And that was something that you wanted to break open inside of you.
Yes, that is true.
Yeah.
I still think about it all the time, and I'm like, I'm feeling the joy. I'm feeling the joy. It's there.
Yes, we are. Well,
it's close. It's close.
This is why we wear a dress, you know.
Easy to
technically dressed in
Functional.
a dress.
Function. I've got raffle tassels. Yes, the joy, to allow the joy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So what did you unlearn in order to access your unbridled joy? Unbridled.
To let it in, to let my mind get out of the way.
Get dressed.
Put your clothes on. Put your clothes on.
I'm like, what?
This
Now
is
see my underwear.
This is public domain. Good Lord. Sorry,
people.
kids at home. This is now X-rated
Okay,
podcasting.
now I'm fully, all right, now
Was that a boob shot?
No, just
A nip
you
slip?
know, we just had to take care of the girls a little.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Do you feel organized now?
Yeah, I think so.
Good.
There's all that pillow fighting earlier.
Got me all
They're all
bothered. Oh my
discombobulated.
God! I'm like, I miss wrestling. I love wrestling. Yeah. Oh, we have a video going viral as we speak.
Oh,
Yep.
for a second there I was like, did you go live with this?
That would be really funny. That should be.
Maybe not. Hello.
So to let it in, to the unlearning of the unheaviness. I think because I was brought up in, I remember hearing things like, "Don't get your hopes up," and the other shoe's always gonna drop, and you're always expecting the worst, and then I'm trying to think, like, there wasn't a ton of fun growing up. There wasn't a lot of play. If we did, it was like short periods of time, and it never seemed to really last long. So to just expect the joy and to live in the joy and to play more and to enjoy more and to not always be rushing, but it goes back to the other thing I admire about you, which is the taking of the time.
Yes.
The taking of
time
the time.
is a generous thing if you only take it.
Yes. That, exactly.
Yeah.
And so it was almost like I was just living in such a hurry that I wasn't enjoying the moment. I was just like, my mind was already like, already out the door before my feet hit the ground.
Yes.
You know? So,
which is a beautiful thing, because really once you unlearn all the stories about, I mean, really it's like what you were saying, like about what life is, right? Like life is work and then you die. And once you unlearn those stories, and we'll get to another aspect of it, but once you unlearn all those stories and give yourself permission for the joy, then all it is allowing the body, because the body is naturally wired for this pleasure, to receive pleasure. Like, think about all the nerves.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah, and I know that,
skin, like,
and that's
the
why, like,
wind and the sun and the aromas and
yes.
everything is like,
yes.
we're wired for that.
I think that's why, like, masturbation has always been such a thing for me since I was young, is because I was able to access all those feelings and enjoy and all the little just titillations and the senses just all open for receiving.
Right? Before you get any of that sexual shame cast upon you, you're like humping everything.
Yeah.
At least I was.
Yeah. Same.
I loved climbing that rope in gym.
I remember. I really liked my shower faucet. Yeah.
And the jets in the pools.
Oh yeah, just whoop. I'm massaging my feet here. Yeah.
Relax. Yeah. So it becomes natural. It's really about allowing the natural joy out of you. And it's, joy, I think, is also, there's a full spectrum of joy where it's not just we're always reaching for that bliss. Like, that's not a final destination, right? I think part of what you enjoy is that peace, right? Where you're just sort of gently blossoming in the moment, And and that other aspect of joy and what you need to unlearn in order to allow it completely is, we've talked about the spectrum, like how the emotional spectrum, that we're domesticated emotionally before we're domesticated with the word, right? So before we even have a story about joy, we are developing our emotional palette, our spectrum of agony and ecstasy, of what we will allow ourselves to experience, and what we will allow ourselves and what we will create, right? So just as we all have like a pain tolerance, a physical pain tolerance, we have an emotional pain tolerance where, Miguel talks about this in his book, of that we will accept as much sort of abuse from a partner, as we give ourselves, right? And that's our part of our emotional spectrum of what we will allow. Not, oops, now that's too much suffering, like, stop, It's the same with the other, and we don't think about that. How we stop ourselves. How we stop ourselves, stop our joy. Oop, that's too much. That's too much love, right? Even without the story of I don't deserve the love and the joy, there's just that emotional palette that you developed emotionally. And so in the breaking of that, right, it's just like a diet, right? Where we start to eat that food that's good for us, and we refrain from, like, let's say, sugar.
Eat the joy.
Right? We refrain from manufactured sugar, and we go for the real, the good, juicy, juju stuff. Then our palate changes, and guess what? When you eat the sugar, it doesn't taste as good as the mango, as the papaya,
and the dates,
as the kumquat. We need that song.
And the cherries.
And the cherries. Oh, nothing tastes as good as the cherries.
And the pineapple.
Yeah. See how turned on we are.
Strawberries.
Plum.
Yeah. Eggplant.
Oh,
okay.
In a different way.
Sorry.
In a different way. Well, thanks for something special right now.
I don't know. I think that was it. I think that's our first episode. Tune in next time for Laying Upside Down.
Next time, whenever that is. Showing us our best side.
We got gotta get our rocks off somehow, people.
Well,
Come
yeah,
on.
somebody's gotta do it.
Somebody's gotta do it.
And it ain't gonna be you.
Nope. What's our sign
Maybe
off?
you, but definitely not you.
Maybe you.
None of y'all. None of y'all. Okay, just that gun. Just that gun right there.
How many eyes? 4 eyes. Ooh, yep, get her. You can pick your friends and you can pick your friend's nose. Oh wait,
No,
that's not how you can't pick your friend's nose.
But I think we're very much
But
capable
I
of
can
it.
definitely pick her nose.
I'd let you too.
What's our sign off?
That laughing.
Mwah.
We love you.
Love you.
We love you.
Toodaloo.